Happy Sunday, just about 7:15. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. We'll start right off by talking about the tropics. This area in the northern Gulf later in the upcoming work week we'll be watching closely. The National Hurricane Center is highlighting this area now for a 20% chance of tropical development within the next 7 days. So that's a low chance. We've been talking about this area of moisture that's expected to get into the northern Gulf about midweek coming up, so just a few days from now. And as the moisture sits there, we'll have to watch it and see if it takes on some tropical characteristics. But like we've been telling you, so far it translates to more rain for us by Thursday and Friday of this upcoming week. But all eyes on the northern Gulf going into your new work week. A look at that moisture. So in the coming days, not a whole lot happening. We fast forward to about Wednesday. A disturbance will move from the Atlantic past Florida into the northern Gulf, and all of that rich tropical moisture will just kind of gather itself together and sit there. And then mid to late week, here we go. That's a lot of moisture for the Gulf Coast. We'll see if it can get better organized, but like I mentioned, this so far looks like a messy rainmaker. The big global model is kind of keeping it disorganized, but time will tell. Lots of time to watch it. Just want to put it on your radar now. We'll probably see some rounds of pretty soaking heavy showers Thursday, Friday, and even going into early next weekend. So plenty of time to get ready for some heavy rain later this week. Rainfall totals certainly going to be adding up across the Gulf Coast and Florida, especially the peninsula across the northern Gulf, us included. We may get anywhere from 2 to 4+ inches of rain between mid to late week coming up. So probably late Wednesday into Thursday, Friday, into early next weekend. So we could see several inches of rain as a result of this. So what's the weather impact? We're watching the tropics. That's the real big thing coming up this week. So far, it looks like a low chance, low risk for tropical development, but we want to watch for the soaking downpours that could lead to some localized street flooding later in this upcoming week. So make sure you stay tuned to that. Let's get back to the rest of your weekend, because today is a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful weekend. I mean, it's pretty standard for July. We're going to have a few storms. It is going to be hot, but it is nice this morning. It's 82 degrees right now. Feels like 91 because it is very muggy, but at least we have plenty of sunshine. Temperatures both sides of the lake, mostly in the low to mid 70s. The 80s are for the metro area right inside the city, where we're starting our morning off in the low 80s. But 73 right now in Slidell, 74 in Mandeville, 77 degrees in Homa. Nice and dry to kick off the day. We have a few isolated showers along the coast, so we'll see some spotty storms start to make their way in around lunchtime, and that'll continue into the afternoon and early evening. Scattered showers and storms on tap today. They'll be hit or miss later on, and any storms that we could get some soaking downpours, some heavy rain, but that'll be pretty isolated. Some gusty winds and lightning within the storms in the afternoon and early evening today. Otherwise, it's going to be hot and humid. Temperatures will climb to the low 90s, and with the humidity, our feels like temperatures will be in the 100s, maybe up to 106 to 108 this afternoon, especially if you don't get a cooling shower. Make sure if you're going to be out exercising or enjoying the day or working the day today, maybe working outside for long periods of time, you want to have a way to stay hydrated and to keep cool. Tomorrow, to kick off our work week, pretty similar setup to today. It's going to be hot and muggy. Temperatures will get to the low mid 90s tomorrow afternoon, and plan for some more spotty storms in the mix tomorrow. So pretty standard July forecast today, Monday, and Tuesday. Giving you a rough idea for the afternoon, here are those spotty storms today. Maybe some heavy soaking downpours. Keep that in mind. Make sure you're driving carefully. Any storms left over by dinner time will be wrapping up this evening and coming to an end tonight. So tonight looks nice and quiet. Great summer evening. Tomorrow we get into the same time period of the afternoon and early evening Monday. Scattered storms in the mix. Then by tomorrow night, they're all done. Tuesday, much of the same. Very hot in the mid 90s early this week, Monday and Tuesday, with spotty storms Monday and Tuesday as well. But mid to late week, that's when we definitely want to remember our rain gear and ponchos, things like that, because we'll have probably rounds of soaking showers later this week thanks to the tropical moisture. But check it out, temperatures much cooler, probably only topping out in the 80s later this week.